crazy expensive things that MLB players own. Major League Baseball has some of the highest paid athletes in the world. And just to be clear, it seems that the highest contracts in baseball history seems to constantly change with the signing of the best free agents. In a sport with no salary cap, the elite players who make the most money are definitely not putting a cap on what they buy. In this list, we will go through the top 10 players in recent history who have been able to drop a lot of cash on big purchases, and some may surprise you. Number 1. Ronald Acuna Jr. Acuna purchased a custom BMW in 2022, and to be honest and clear, that ride is loaded. Not only is it bright yellow, much like the colors he wears with his uniform to represent his home country of Venezuela, Acuna Jr. also puts his initials all over the car. If you are driving around Atlanta, you are unlikely to miss it. Acuna is all about putting on a show for the fans, and his car represents that perfectly. Acuna Jr. also has his fair share of bling. One of the more well-known pieces of his jewelry collection he displayed was that of himself, covered in diamonds and mimicking the too small pose. Though Acuna Jr. received headlines for his creativity, much of the talk was about the price. The diamonds alone cost $145,000. Acuna is known to love the attention, and his new bling brought plenty of it. But no price is too high to look so clean. Maybe it led to some good luck, considering Acuna is a finalist for the National League MVP in 2023. Acuna has other chains with his number 13 in gold, as well as one inscribed La Bestia, or the Beast in English. Number 2. Bryce Harper. Classic cars are known to be a Major League Baseball player's best friend. Check out Bryce Harper's '69 Chevrolet Camaro Resto Mod. It is unclear just how much Harper spent on this single car. But what we do know is that the total for his entire collection of cars is north of $2 million. With Harper's large deal in Philadelphia, one thing is for sure. He's got plenty of cash to add on to that collection. Harper is far from the only big leaguer that loves that classic car look. But his '69 Camaro is quite a beauty. Number 3. Mookie Betts. Mookie Betts bought a mansion from former NFL coach Chip Kelly. Betts purchased the home for $7.6 million, and it features all the amenities you would expect from any highly paid athlete. A movie theater, pool and spa, and a super fancy dining room. It also has a candy machine. Nice touch! The home also has 9 bedrooms. No doubt, Mookie has plenty of space to host anyone he wants to host. Like Bryce Harper, Mookie Betts is also intrigued by Resto Mod cars. Back in 2019, Betts showed up to Fenway Park driving a restored Chevrolet Corvette in a beautiful blue paint scheme. Though the price is unclear, the style cannot be denied. The Stingray would make any classic car connoisseur smile. Number 4. Shohei Ohtani. When Shohei Ohtani joined the big leagues, one of his first purchases was a Tesla Model X. This $100,000 purchase may not sound like much compared to some of the others on this list, but it is still a lofty purchase. And since Tesla owner Elon Musk gave Ohtani a shout-out via Twitter, now known as X, it makes this purchase seem even better for Ohtani. Granted, Ohtani has not yet received the ultimate deal via free agency, but everyone knows that day is coming soon. I repeat, that day is coming soon. It will be interesting to see what Ohtani buys when he's making close to $500 million. Number 5. Justin Verlander. When it comes to car collections in the big leagues, you have to talk about Justin Verlander. Verlander is known for his collection of cars, but one of the better known vehicles, and certainly more expensive, was his purchase of the 2017 Ford GT. The year he and the Astros won the World Series, Verlander purchased the Ford GT. The base model alone goes for almost $500,000. While it is unclear if Verlander made any upgrades, one would assume the final price tag reached close to $1 million. Add that to the already impressive list of cars including a Lamborghini Aventador Roadster, Ferrari 458 Italia, Ferrari California, Mercedes-Benz SLS AMG Black Series, Mercedes-Benz SL55, Mercedes-Benz SLS AMG, Maserati Gran Turismo, and Aston Martin DBS. But what about his home? Considering Verlander is married to supermodel Kate Upton, they can certainly afford to spend a hefty amount on on their home. They spent $6.5 million on a mansion in Florida that is a waterfront property. It features a putting green outside, a gym, a pool, and a bar. They also have a personal boat dock as well. Verlander has earned a large amount of money in his career, and his possessions and lifestyle obviously confirm that. Number 6. Aaron Judge. Aaron Judge is known to drive 5 luxury vehicles, and none of them would be considered cheap. Leading the charge is his Hennessy Venom, which cost around $3 million. While this is just one of his expensive rides, it is by far his most expensive. Not to mention, it's the 4th fastest car in the world, as the car's top speed is claimed to be 301 miles per hour. Only 24 people in the world own a Hennessy Venom, and all Rise is one of them. So, odds are if you see one of them in New York, Judge is probably behind the wheel. Aaron Judge obviously loves cars and had spent a total of close to $3.4 million to prove that point. Number 7. Yadi Molina. Yadi Molina is one of the greatest catchers of his generation, and he has certainly been paid accordingly. He once spent $7.15 million on a mansion that stretched over 4 acres. It had a movie theater, a pool, and a tennis court. Molina ended up selling this mansion in 2020 for a whopping $8 million. Of course, Molina would retire a couple of seasons later, but the future Hall of Famer got his money back and then some. Number 8. Manny Machado. Manny Machado also dropped a large sum when he made his first $1 million in the big leagues. He bought his whole family a $750,000 home in Miami, along with eliminating his family's debt. Talk about familial generosity. This doesn't even include the cars he bought for his mother and sister. The home in Miami is large enough to house his immediate family and cousins. But when we talk about Manny Machado, we must talk about the swag chain, which is awarded to the player on his team with the best performance on any given night. Its features consist of real silver, semi-precious stones, and has a spinning Padres logo that will catch anyone's attention. It weighs over 6 pounds, and it is easily one of the most extravagant chains in baseball history. It's unclear just how much the chain cost, but knowing Machado, one would assume it wasn't cheap. Number 9. Mike Trout. Mike Trout is one of the greatest players of his generation, and in turn, one of the highest paid athletes in history. He signed a deal for $426.5 million over 12 years, making him the highest paid player in baseball history, and his home reflects that. His mansion is worth over $9 million and is located about 20 miles away from Angel Stadium. Trout is a very private person who doesn't look for attention, but his home will catch anyone's eye and provide all the attention he will ever need. Number 10. Fernando Tatis Jr. Fernando Tatis Jr. dropped over $300,000 from his first contract on chains and jewelry alone. Hard to believe, but Tatis wanted to have fun with his first few purchases, and he certainly found a way. He always sports plenty of jewelry, and one of his best-known necklaces is one that spells out his nickname, El Nino. This necklace is worth $200,000 alone, and when you add this to the rest of his jewelry collection, there is no telling how much Tatis has spent on bling. Tatis has already become one of baseball's most exciting players, and he helped usher in a new era of let the kids play. It seems he's representing that with his wallet as well. Fernando Tatis Jr. also dropped $800,000 on a home for his parents. Considering Tatis will make $340 million over the course of his contract, he can certainly afford to take on that kind of investment. I'm sure he'll make more large purchases in the years to come. Baseball is a difficult sport to play, and only the best excel. But the stars of Major League Baseball certainly make enough to live the good life. But maybe we missed a player that lives extravagantly. Let us know if there is a player with a ridiculous purchase that we missed in the comment section below. And if you like content like this, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the bell for notifications so that you can see more Major League Baseball content just like this.